Hey guys, so welcome back to day one of my Build with Me challenge. And today's challenge, I was able to build an AI email inbox assistant. And what this AI email inbox assistant does is it's a 24/7 AI email customer support. And think about it, a lot of coaches, a lot of agencies, a lot of customer service teams, even small business owners who get a lot of tons of daily inquiries on their emails can actually use this. And if you offer it as a service, actually a hot product right now that you can actually sell to busy coaches, agencies, academies, customer service teams. And you can help them do this and get paid for as low as $200 for this. This will walk you guys through the step by step process on how I was able to build this workflow. I'm not going to scan you, but I'm going to do a full tutorial for you guys for those that want to learn how I'm able to build this step by step. So I started this workflow with my Gmail trigger. And what this Gmail trigger does is whenever I get a new message in my email, it automatically triggers this workflow and sends it to my information extractor. What this note does is extracts the sender's name so that we can actually personalize whatever mail we are sending. So it won't look like an AI, what's called an AI boot, or even though it's an AI customer support, but we don't want it to look just generic. We want it to look more personalized and it's connected to my OpenAI chat and it's connected to my OpenAI chat model. Then I also wrote it to our if node. And what this if node does is for people who actually send a mail without their name inside. So what this node does actually is if the sender's name is not there, it routes to the first branch. If the sender name is there, takes it to the true branch. And I have my edit field where I used to extract the sender's name. Then for this course, I just use hey, since we don't have the sender's name, then I use the mesh node to merge both datas um together. So here's how what my mesh node looks like. Then I also edited everything because we have a lot of fields coming into our workflow. But I will only need our introduction, the email body, the message ID, and the thread ID. That's what we actually need to be able to reply. So we don't want too much field in our workflow. So that's why we're using these edit fields for us to be able to sort out the important bodies we need in our spot. Um, in our AI workflow and also the ones that are going to look to our AI agent for it to be able to reply to these emails. So I also have my text classifier here. Now, the major reason why I'm using a text classifier is because for people that get a whole lot of message, let's say consultations, courses, paid collaborations, lot of message. So what this AI classifier does is able to classify each emails that we get into their individual categories. If assuming I get an email about course inquiries, its root is to a course inquiry. If I are getting emails about paid collaborations, it goes to the paid collaboration. And I have my message labels here, consultations, course inquiries, general, that's message that has no intent. I also have people that are looking for paid collaborations, payments, or Skill Africa. Like I said, I particularly do this workflow for Skill Africa. So that's just it about this test classifier, and it's connected to my OpenAI chat model. Then I also have the system prompt I use, which is your email assistant and like this, blah blah blah. So in the tutorial, I'm going to drop this system prompt. Then also we have the add label node, which after classifying our message, our emails into different categories, we need to add them into our separate label where there are messages for consultations, whether it is for paid collaborations, different labels depends on that what services that particular person you want to build for is doing. Then everything is all rooted to our AI agent, which is the powerhouse of this workflow because it's one that is going to determine the type of message we are going to reply to them. And now this AI agent is not working alone. It is connected to several tools and our open AI model and our Think node. Now, the reason why I'm using Think node because I know a lot of you will be new to this particular node. I use this Think node because we want something that is very, very good. We don't just want an AI vagabond reply. We want something that we want it to go deep and think much about this email body before sending a reply to that person. We don't just want it to just look like an AI message. We want it to actually be like human personalized message. So that's why I use this thing to so that be able to think very well before sending a reply. Then I also have my knowledge base. This is a Google document. Now this is the knowledge base I extracted for Skill Africa. Uh, I think I'm going to drop a tutorial on also on how I was able to extract this knowledge base using just their website. I started all this knowledge base from their websites. Yeah, using their website link. So that's what how was that. So that was how I was able to build the knowledge base. Then I also have the send message back reply. Then I also have our Google Sheet where we log individuals' messages. So I have the timestamp here, sender's name, subjects, message preview, then the decisions. So I've trained the AI again to not reply to messages that are out of context, messages that are out of his knowledge base. He should only reply to messages that are in his knowledge base. Messages that are out of his knowledge base, you should ignore them and not take any action on it. So that's just it about this workflow. So let me just test this workflow and see what we actually have. Let me send a message to this email. Hold on. So let me just try and send a message. Let's say let me just copy this. This is what I use to text run. The workflow. So let me just pick this message and just type cause inquiry. Then with recipient as the email I'm sending it to. So I'm going to send it here. Now I'm also going to type another message. Let's say I want to book for commutation. I want to book for commutation. And we're going to get both replies, consultations, consultation inquiries. So I'll just type yes, Kidafita. Yes, Kidafita. I would like to book a consultation call with you on how I can kickstart my tech career. So that's just it. So that's it for now. So I'm going to also send this message. Then let me go back to my AI again and execute the workflow. So I'm going to execute it now and see what we have. So let me just see what we have here. So let me see. So I'm going to go back to what's called inbox to see if we've gotten a response. So here's the response we got from School Africa. Let me just open the email and thank you for reaching out to School Africa. That's blah, blah, blah. We offer a wide variety of training, development, and stuff like that. So we've gotten a response already for our content file. Let's see if we're going to get a response for our what's called consultations requests. Let me see. So we got a message for our consultation request. let me just go back to our inbox. So let's see the consultation request because can you see the message you just sent just now? Let's book a consultation. And let's say we've gotten a response. Can you see we've gotten a response already? That's your to my thank you for reaching out to us. Let's look at that. Book a consultation call. You can visit our website at so you can personalize it more and just attach your Calendly link to it or well, anyhow you want it, just do it and just include it in your knowledge base. So that's just it about this workflow. Don't worry, guys, it might look confusing at the moment, but when I drop the step by step tutorial on how you can actually build this from scratch, you're going to understand better. So, see you guys tomorrow for our day two challenge. Tomorrow, we are going for another big challenge already. I'm going to make the announcement tomorrow. So, see you guys tomorrow.